Welcome back to Not Just Candle Talk, the podcast where we dive deep into business, money, mindset, and real talk for real entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Tony, and today we will be exposing the unfiltered blueprint to wealth that no one is talking about. So let's just say this isn't your average save and budget episode. Nope. This is strategy the wealthy are using right now. Okay. Buckle up. It's about to get bold. It's nothing better than that, right? Okay. Let's get one thing straight. Okay. 2025 is a different beast. It's a different animal. We all acknowledge that, right? Because for one, AI is taking over jobs, replacing jobs. Okay. And that's a real thing. I mean, it's happening. It's been happening. Some companies are more advanced than others, and it's there and it's happening, at a more rapid pace. Like I said, with some companies, they're getting bold. So you have to get bold as well, right? As entrepreneurs and small business owners. Inflation is eating up savings. Inflation has been eating up savings for a few years now, right? It's everywhere. This is not over exaggeration. This is a real thing. And the 9 to 5, okay, it's not security anymore. It's not. You see job layoffs all the time. It's a delay button. It really is. Right now, I think right now and I just was looking at a news feed and it's a big company is laying off like 1,000 people right now. Manufacturer company. So you want to build real wealth? You have to think like the 1%, right? They're building assets, not just careers. I'll repeat. You have to think like the 1%. You have to build assets, not just careers. Let me give you two quick little stories, right? One stayed in their job, saved every penny, okay, budgeted, all the good stuff, right? Never took risk, and they're barely keeping up. This is the reality right now. Another person built a side hustle, okay, which is, what many of us are doing out here, invested in themselves, which is a bold move. We're talking bold today, right? And is now making money in their sleep. Okay. So that's the difference. One chooses fear, the other chooses freedom. So it's all on you. It's always all on you. You always have a choice. Just be bold enough. And you're going to hear me say bold a lot in this episode. But that's what it takes, right? All right. So here's what's working in 2025 right now, currently, right? High income skills. Okay. So that's copywriting, influencer marketing, and AI tools. Again, I've done 2 or 3 episodes and AI has come up in almost every episode. Just about every episode, okay? Digital assets, ebooks, templates are a big thing. Subscription content, big. You got to think out of the box, right? Even this podcast, it's a digital asset. Passive income streams. You got your dividend stocks. You got your rental properties, if you're into that. And then, of course, you got your rental print on demand stores. Okay. You can't get rich in a bubble, right? So what do you have to do? You have to build your circle. You can join digital communities. You can host and attend masterminds, right? Get into these courses, build your community, join a community. If you don't want to build one, join a community. but you can't do it staying in a bubble. Okay. You have to think outside the box. You have to do things that makes you uncomfortable. All right. So let's get into some lies. All right. Let's get into some toxic lies. So we're going to say, what is a myth? The myth is save your money to wealth. Okay. That might have been working maybe 50, 60 years ago. Okay. Saving is good. Don't get me wrong. Saving is good, but it's slow. Okay. And investing is scaling and it's faster. So you can save, which is not a bad thing. I'm not, but when you're investing, it's at a more faster pace. All right. Myth number 2, degrees equal dollars. That's a good one. 2025 skills, not degrees, are making people millionaires. Okay. Degrees are cool. Degrees are fine. Trust me. Yeah. I'm all about education. I've said that before in past episodes. Educate yourself. But doing that, going the college route does not always mean dollars. Over the years, I've ran into people who have degrees, okay, and it's working in a job that has nothing to do with their degree, okay. Makes for an unhappy person. It can make for an unhappy person when you take out student loans and everything just to work in a job that you're not even went to school for. I've seen that in the past a lot of times. Myth number 3, you have time to figure it out later. No, you don't. No, you don't. The game is moving fast. Everything is moving at a fast rate, right? Procrastination, is the enemy. Always, 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 always. I've been like this before, procrastinated, and it bites me every time, right? And I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself for not following through on what I know I was supposed to have did. I'm guilty of procrastination. I have been before, and it's not a bad thing. It's a learned behavior, and like all learned behaviors, it can be changed. Okay, so here's the actual blueprint. Okay, you can start a side hustle with leverage. Okay, this is the actual blueprint. Okay, use the AI tools, man, to cut time and cost. Right, things are moving so fast, right? But it takes time and money, right? So when you leverage and use these tools that's out there, now you're cutting down your time and cutting down your costs, right? To me, that's a win-win. Start a course or a niche service. Okay, this is how you leverage your side hustle. Do automated things. Automate what drains you, what's just really time consuming. Automate it. Okay, delegate what you're not great at. Like I said, and you can delegate by hiring people, have a business partner, or use your AI tools that's out there. Delete distractions, man. This is a big one because there's so many distractions when you're trying to build. So many distractions, and this is where your mindset has to be at its strongest when you're building, right? Let's invest. Let's invest smart, even with $500, $200. Okay, invest in crypto. Get your online business. Invest in EFTs. EFTs is the stock market. Okay, invest your money. Okay, we can't say this enough. I'm going to go back to one thing. Sorry to skip around, but I want to go back to delete distractions. Because to me, this is like the number one corporate in delaying your process is when you have distractions in your life. And you might think that, say like your friends and family, for example, you might think that they're cheering you on and but sometimes they can be a distraction. Or the noise of you got to hurry all the time. That can be a distraction. Take your time, educate yourself. Things are moving fast, correctly, yes. But when you educate yourself the correct way, this is how you delete distractions. All right. So I just say I need to go back to that one because man, this can make it break you when you have distractions in your life. You have to make up your mind. Grow a personal brand. Okay. Grow your personal brand. Document your journey. Okay. A lot of people don't do this. They don't document their journey. I think this is very important because this is your personal blueprint when you document your journey. Okay. Or reference, because that can be used as a reference guide, not only as the blueprint, but a reference guide as well. How did I get here from start to finish? This is your journey. This is your story. Okay. Become a go-to voice in your space. I'm going to repeat that one. Become a go-to voice in your space. You got to stand on your convictions, right? You have to. This is your voice. This is your space. Use your first thoughts all the time and know what you want, say what you want, and stick with it. Okay. This is how you go from broke to book in 2025. Okay. Those are just a few gems I wanted to drop because that is the blueprint. All of those I just said, it was four different things I just said. That is the blueprint. Okay. Let's not sugarcoat it. Okay. You'll have to sacrifice comfort. Like I said, stay uncomfortable. That's how you move, create motion, is being uncomfortable. All right. Let go of toxic support systems. When I just said, sometimes, people that's cheering you on, they could be the problem. Okay. They don't, and not intentionally. It's not intentional. It's not saying that it's a bad thing, but when you're building, toxic support systems can be a issue for you. Okay. Face your fears, self-doubt. Okay. And imposter syndrome. Be yourself, be your authentic self. That one, I don't know if that's hard for people or not. I haven't talked to enough people to know if that's a thing or not. But being your authentic self, it comes across. People can see it, right? When you're you, and you're putting out stuff that matches your personality. Be your authentic self all the time and face your fears, okay? Because that's how you get over those hurdles, those peaks and valleys. But if you want wealth, freedom wealth, okay, this is the price you have to take or make doing those things, sacrificing comfort, letting go of support systems that's not toxic, that are toxic and not good for you. Okay. So here's the move. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to, I just wanted to touch on this because, and I'm going to keep, this is like an extension of my last two podcasts, right? Because this is it. This is it. Like, these talks have to happen. These podcast episodes have to be put out there, and it has to be a thing that people are hearing, right? Because if you hear it over and over, you're like, wait a minute, this is she's on to something, right? She's on to something. And I can do that, right? Because the purpose of all of this is to be inspirational and try to get people that confidence that they need to take that extra step. Because I run into a lot of people who want to start things and have still to this day still have no clue, because there's so much information and it's overwhelming sometimes. So I'm trying to condense these podcast episodes to where it's understandable and relatable, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this one off right now, and I'm going to make another downloadable PDF, and it's going to be the blueprint checklist. Okay, and it's the Rich in 2025 challenge. You could tag me in it, and tag me Build Your Empire. If you like this episode and you want me to do more, you would like to hear more on these types of topics, give me a review, give me a rate this episode, review me, share this with someone who's ready to stop being broke. That's this episode it's a movement, right? Like I said, I've done it's my third or fourth episode in this realm of conversation, and this is a movement. This is right here, right now. This is the movement. And like I said, I'm going to make another PDF checklist, and you can go ahead and tag me in it, and reach out to me and let me know if you would like to hear more on these types of topics. Okay. So I'm going to end it here. And remember, wealth isn't a dream. It's a decision. All right. I'll say that again. Wealth isn't a dream. It's a decision. And you could take that phrase and always put that in your back in your mind, because everything really is based on a decision being made, a choice being made at the end of the day, because that's all we have is choices and decisions. And it's up to us to see those through. So thank you again for your time, for listening to my podcast. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.
Hi, everyone. This is JJ, the co-founder of Good Pods. If you haven't heard of it yet, Good Pods is like Goodreads or Instagram, but for podcasts. It's new, it's social, it's different, and it's growing really fast. There are more than 2 million podcasts, and we know that it is impossible to figure out what to listen to. On Good Pods, you follow your friends and podcasters to see what they like. That is the #1 way to discover new shows and episodes. You can find Good Pods on the web or download the app. Happy listening.